Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Unicorn Overlord, and I'm just about to start here on Ervelda, Guardian of the Fae. So the reason why I want to do this one next is I need to basically, you know, make this area stable so that I can do the next conversation with Miriam, and at that point I'll be able to make her the maiden. So that is the goal. Let's get started. I'll go over my unit setups here when the battle starts. This one, I don't know if I think I'll need to take at least 2 units would be my guess for this one. Let's just skip this stuff here. Okay, all right. So let's start out with Elaine. Just show you here. Pretty typical setup that I've had for a while for him. Got rapid order back on here. Aerial guard, he probably doesn't really need that for this area, but I've been jumping around, or I should say, I've been spending a bit of time, in the Albion area, and it's kind of nice to have that aerial guard on the front line unit. So, anyways, this is Miriam. Here's how I've got Aubin set up, and here's Nina, and lastly, here is Yana. So, some of these weapons are upgraded now, which I've been really liking, and excited actually to to upgrade some more eventually. But anyways, let's get started here. I'm gonna head over here. I'll use Alexandra's unit here as well. I'll just show you here how I'm set up here as well. So here's Berengaria, here's Alexandra, and here's Rosalind, Unifi, and Dina. So that is how we're set up. Let's get to work, though. Gonna need to put out some fires here. Let's see if I can get into this watchtower. Probably won't be able to do that, though. Two more uses. Let's go here. And the last one right there. Okay, being that this effigy is all worn out, then let's withdraw. Oh, didn't quite make it. The flames are dying down. Oh, really? Really? Got him. Okay. Alright, let's garrison here. Let's redeploy Alexandra's unit out here and take that town there. Oh, don't need to go there then. My bad. let's watch this unit in action. Not that this is going to be much of a challenge, but it's fun watching this unit fight. I need to I need to tweak her venom thrust, though, I see. She should be aiming for full columns. Whew. Okay. Alright, let's fix that. Full column. Lowest HP. Passive seal. This is a tough one. Let's do this, but only... oops. We'll do only if there's armored targets around, because those will most likely be in the front. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Oops. Alright, let's do this now. There's the full column. Good stuff. Beckoning chime. Oops. Oopsies. There we go. Let's get rid of this junk. Hey, good timing. So wait for this unit to come on down. Here we go. Hey, miracle fruit. Love to see that. All right, let's oh, get rid of that fire there. And let's do that one. Okay, and then one last thing that I'm gonna do here that's just to be flashy about it is we'll bring out another one of the units. This is pretty unnecessary, but this unit's not actually going to do any fighting, so let's just move it right there. Alright, well all the flames are out, so don't need to do that. Oh, hey, there Gaily popped out. Oh, I don't think I've never done that like that before. I've always had Gailey pop out once I've taken all the other posts. Yeah, well, that's cool. Anyways, I'm definitely going to do that, though. I don't want to end the battle quite yet. Make sure that there's... I don't remember if there's any items for taking these other forts, but... Yeah, that's really cool, though. I'm fairly certain I've never actually had Gailey come out this early. I think he's always appeared after I've taken all of the other... like the forts and stuff, so... That is pretty cool. And is this the... Yeah, Fort Pavakia? That's the fort that you need to have in order to do the last rapport conversation for Miriam, so... Kinda neat. Okay, and that is it. Okay, there was nothing for getting those anyway. That's sad. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna teleport here to Hilda, which you know is honestly kind of a waste, but why not? Being that I'm
What immense power.
right here. Oh, also.
How may I assist?
Oh, I'm out. Shoot. Well, those flames got pretty close there to the tree. Alright, let's watch the Gailey battle.
This marks twice that you rebel mutts have meddled in my affairs, yet this time shall be the last. Ready yourselves to face the slaughter.
I'm ready. Let's get it on. Thump.
I'm here to help. Go on then.
Nice. And there's the flame javelin, which I will probably never use. 50 potency versus flying targets, inflicts burn. So that's actually 200 potency versus flying. Also has burn immunity, but pretty meh. Gailey has fled yet again. That dirtbag. We'll catch up to him. It's only a matter of time. Okay. Well, let's do what we gotta do now. Greatwood Shield, meh. The tree itself has an item that we'll be able to get a little bit later. You have to do some stuff in Albion though first to get that. Got a little bit of exploration here that we can do. Did I? Here's the Spell Seal Bow, which has Magic Shatter. Attack a row of enemies, inflicts magic attack minus 50%. This actually is pretty cool for this region, right? There's so many enemies that do some sort of magic attack. The rest of this stuff I don't care about, so I'm not going to buy any of that. Let's do the deliveries. Okay, what else do we have here? Sergeant here. Just one-shot you. Did I already... I think I already interacted with this. Sure did. Okay. Alright, here's some Wyvern Reins, which has Aerial Wing. Activates before attacking with an active skill, makes the user's next attack a true strike, grants the user 20% attack if the user is at 100% HP. These are really, really good for Griffin Masters, that's who I usually use those on. Pretty decent for Hilda as well. And then here's the Liberator's bracelet, which is the one that's got Banishing Pursuit. So that's the pursuit that also removes buffs. So that's pretty solid. A bunch of iron stuff, and then the Greatwood. I don't think we've actually seen a whole lot of the Greatwood weapons yet. So these are the ones that have the split physical attack and magical attack. You know, most of the stuff isn't that great, but like the Greatwood spears are kind of okay for the like Eltalinda. Although I think she's got better, or she has a better weapon now anyway. But they're still interesting, right? And there's definitely some use cases for some of those, but I generally stay away from them. But yeah, anyways, let's see what else. Okay, so this town, we already went to that town, meaning that the only other one here is to the north, which is right here. Armor by. Defensive ring has quick barrier. It says activates before an ally's attack. Reduce damage taken by an ally by 50% for one attack. Here's the Druid Robes attack, or activates after the user is debuffed and grants the user +1 AP. This thing is actually really cool. And then here's some of the shields. I'm not going to bother buying this stuff either, but let me do a delivery. Let's do the deliveries, and then I'll kind of show you one of a good recipient of that item. Unit formation. So Melisandre is currently getting buffed, I believe, from... Oh, am I? No, I don't have her. I don't have her set up to do that. I should have her set up to be receiving that, but I don't right now. Probably the best way to do that might be with Monica. Actually, let me check how. So Alexandra is set up to do that. Okay, let me, oops, go back here. I'm just trying to think of who's going to be the best. It's actually probably Selvi would be okay to be using that with. Anyways, okay, so let's get this set up correctly. Yeah, instead of this brown beret, that's kind of perfect. Okay, so we'll do the Druid's robes with her. So that is going to... Oh, and we have too many abilities here. Let's get rid of our Tene Strike. So Cursed Impetus. All right, so let's... I should really set her up with a different staff then too, because I'm not really using the blind staff. Boy. All right, let's just use the Chiropteran staff probably then. It's a shame more of these staffs don't have like you know, some sort of stat bonuses like this one does. But anyways, let's do that, and then I'm gonna throw. I need to find the gambler's coin. Here we go. There we go. So there's this is gonna do inspiration. Let's do. Trying to figure out how to make this specifically target her. Oops. All right. So condition 1. Man, yeah, this is going to be tough to actually use this on Melisandre. me see here. Oh, here we go. We'll do it by high stats. So, probably highest initiative, maybe? No. That might work. Although, yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, so let's do back row. Back row and high stats. Let's do highest initiative. Okay, so this is going to look for the highest initiative character in the back row. I don't... Oh, this is the... What am I doing here? This is the wrong thing. This is Melisandre. All right, let's try this again. All right, inspiration. We need to be looking for back row and highest initiative. There we go. Now that's correct, right? So okay, so when Selvi uses inspiration, it will be looking for whatever characters in the back row, and whoever has the highest initiative, right? So it's going to look for Melisandre, and so then when Melisandre tries to attack, she'll do inspiration, and then once inspiration triggers, Cursed Impetus will trigger, right? And the reason why that's going to trigger is because this gives you a negative 50 accuracy. And so that's why the Cursed Impetus will trigger. So, yeah, that is how that will be set up. I'd kind of actually like to show that working, but oh, here, maybe we can do that here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's see this this combo in action.
Hunt with your wits. Vigor fades. March on.
There's the inspiration. Oh, did that not trigger? It actually didn't look like that triggered. Oh, there it is. Cursed Impetus. There you go. So that gave her 1 extra AP. So it's kind of like trading 1 passive point from Selvi, but also it gives her a bunch of buffs, and it gives her 1 AP, right? So kind of a weird roundabout way of getting her an AP, but you know it works. So I'll take it.
Hide more where that came from. With my aid. You were
What a joke. So yeah, that's that nice little combo. Let me just see here. Let's do that. That could cause some issues, though. I'll have to test that out. You know, she's gonna lose the accuracy, and so Impale could be a problem, right? Instead of using Keen Edge, because Keen Edge is always going to be a true hit. So that's a little tricky. We'll see if that is really worthwhile. But anyways, all right. So we're pretty much done with that. Let's make sure. Did I? Yeah, okay. So I did the deliveries there. At this point, here's the big reason, obviously, for actually doing this battle now, which is the conversation between Miriam and Elaine. And now that I've done that, I am going to quick travel over here. And, oops. I guess we can watch this little convo between Elaine and Scarlet. But at this point, I'll be able to make Miriam my maiden, which I am definitely going to do. And there we are. Skip that. I'd like you to have the Ring of the Maiden. Skip that again. Skip this. And there it is. So that upgrades the 2 rings. Let's go to unit formation. And I'm going to replace this Sapphire Pendant, actually, with this Ring of the Maiden. But you can see there, it's going to get her the PP +1, but also give her all stats +5. And then Elaine can actually use the other ring, the Ring of the Unicorn, right? So this is going to give him 1 AP and all stats +5. You know, this is actually, honestly, it is nice here, and this will apparently be a little bit better for a lane in terms of physical attack, which is kind of the one stat that I find probably the most important for him, at least in the way that I set him up, right? So he's going to lose a little bit of crit rate by swapping to this, and then he'll lose a little bit of accuracy, but we'll just show you here. All right, so there. But we're also actually over on AP, right? Because if I keep the hero's pendant on him, which did I just lose that? That's up here. Yeah, so medallion does give the AP +1 and base PP +1, but also look at the physical attack 20%. I mean, that's honestly that's just so good, right? So he's only at 77 physical attack right now. Let's actually get rid of that. So down to there we are. But I mean, 20% physical attack is pretty crazy, right? Let me just see here. Do I really? Oh, here's the Warriors medallions. So Warriors medallions are really good here, though, too, for him, right? So you can see physical attack +2 and then physical attack +10% and the 10% crit rate. So a setup like this, okay, so he's at 87 physical attack. We could do a Battler's Shield as well. Yeah, that's going to bring him up to 89. So, you know, quite, are very, very offensive, and he's only level 40 right now, so those are pretty solid, or that's a pretty solid physical attack stat for this point in the game. So kind of, you know, up to you on how you want to do that, but I really do like this. You know, one of the other things, though, that you can do would be something like the Outlaw's Bracelet. I know there's been playthroughs where I've had this equipped, because the thing is, Elaine doesn't really use a whole lot of his passive points anyway, and especially since I've got Luminous Cover turned off right now. But obviously he'll use Rapid Order at the start of battle still, but he'll still have, you know, 2 to 3 PP left over. So, you know, that can be another good way to kind of take advantage of all of Elaine's damage, right? Is just to have him do, you know, he's only going to be able to do this once, right? But that's going to be a follow-up on a full row. So I would just say, actually, let's do this in a row with 2+ combatants, and yeah, so I might just leave him set up like this at least for a little bit. But the only problem with this specific setup that kind of feels bad is then you're not taking advantage of the Ring of the Unicorn, right? But you know, it's questionable, though. Yeah, like, yes, this gets him a bunch of more stats, but he's going to lose the physical attack. And so then the question is it actually worth it to, you know, get these other stats where, you know, we can just make him hit really freaking hard with the stats kind of the way they are. So kind of your call. One other thing is, you know, we can trade the Outlaw's Bracelet here for just more damage for his Spinning Edge. And then, you know, more times than not, Elaine will be acting first. And oftentimes, when I've got him set up with all this damage, the enemies won't even get... well, he'll wipe out the entire front row by himself with Spinning Edge, right? Because he just hits so hard. So... there's definitely a case to be made for setting up like this and just going, you know, full bore damage, you know, sneaking out as much physical attack as you can. Also, I think earlier on in the game, let me just see here, but I'm pretty sure early on in the game I actually did or used a Idealist Hand Mirror on him. Yeah, and I changed him to offensive and keen. To try to sneak out a little bit more physical attack. So, you know, that's how I've got him set up anyway. I know some people like to set Elaine up to doing, you know, do a little bit more tanking, but with that Spinning Edge, that's just so good. So, I'd rather set him up for full offense. But anyways, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. I'm not exactly sure which battle I'm going to do next. I'm kind of leaning towards Bowman of the Setting Sun, only because that's going to get the mining, unlocked for this region. Also, did I do the stone circle? Yeah, okay, so I already did the carvings for this area. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do next. We'll do Bowman of the Setting Sun. We'll get the mining unlocked. Probably end up doing all of the mining in the next video then too. But anyways, I'm going to cut this one here. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.